Hello everyone. Hello. Good evening.
Okay guys, we're going to limit this to around 10 minutes. Guy, you start first.
Hi Sol.
Hi.
First game in charge, can you take plenty of positives from that despite the defeat?
Yes, I can. I think for us, I saw a lot of players who've not really played all the time, but now I can see that and I see the level they're at. They played extremely well in patches. I think for me, that's the good positives. Everyone kind of ran their kind of hearts out, but at the same time they played some football. We had some really good chances. We just need to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
You were very animated on the touchline. Is that your style? Is that the way you will be, or is it about reinforcing your message at this same stage?
I think if I can help on the sideline, I'll do a little bit as well. So I think sometimes it helps. I wasn't always out there. Sometimes you've got to kind of gauge it and see how the team's playing. But obviously, in some moments, I have to say something. That's the kind of person I am and player I was. So if I can help the team from the sidelines, for sure, I'm going to say my little bit, and obviously be respectful at the same time.
Did we see some glimpses of how you want your side to play? To play out from the back with the full-backs out wide? Yeah,
for me. I've only been there a week, so I had to kind of implement a lot of things very quickly. I think the team has responded really, really well, and I like that. And getting the ball down and playing and seeing there. I think the more I do that, the better they'll be able to see the pictures earlier. We had some really, really good chances today. We just need, a little bit more confidence in front of goal. And I think for me, I can, through training, I can keep on doing that, and the confidence will come. And for me, looking at players who don't usually play was good, because now I can see not just training. I watched Exeter, and then I'm now seeing today against Newcastle. So now I can see the whole team and what level, where they're at, and who I can kind of say, right, he can come on, he can, do something. So sometimes when you're just watching training, I don't really see what anyone can do. So for me to see the whole team is good. And the great positives for me going forward is that the guys worked their socks off. They played really, really well, and they're responding. And they'll need that spirit going forward for sure, because we've got a fight on our hands with the league, and we've got to be really focused. And every minute on the training ground we can't waste.
So, did you enjoy it, and how did it feel being a manager instead of a player?
But I did enjoy it. I really did. I was kind of forgetting that I was on the sideline, but for me it was great. Just being there, and also building and making sure the. Everything's kind of, also trying to shout it through. But, for me, the training in the week, the guys are responding. And the more we do that, the fitter we get as well. And I think this team spirit is fantastic. We've just got to get that kind of structure in place. I think not having that in place for maybe 6 weeks or 2 months has kind of hurt the team. So I've got to bring that together, and they are responding, and I think that's what it's all about, And today they showed great heart with the guys. They really did play well, and I keep on stressing we just needed a little bit of luck in front of goal, a little bit more composure. We had one header off the line, and it was great. There's crosses, there's shots, there's headers. They are fighting to kind of. Fighting for every single ball, the second balls and things like that. That's what you got to do. So we just fell short. Went to penalties, and sometimes it's a little bit of lottery. But the great positives that the guys played really well, and the subs came on. They played fantastic as well.
You're influencing the game in a different way. You're not out there physically, but mentally you're thinking about it and trying to pull people around and influence it. The second half performance is much better.
I think for me is, I think as time goes on, I haven't got too much time to kind of get them to kind of play the way I want to play. So you've got to do double time. But they are responding, and I think they're keen to kind of take everything on board. And those guys are very intelligent guys. And I said before, I've seen I've seen talent. I think it just needs to be structured a little bit, and they're playing really well. It's a big pitch, St James's Park, and it's a fantastic, lovely pitch, and they wasn't really overawed, and they played some good football in patches, but just missed out.
When it went to penalties, did you sort of fade away?
Well, I thought it's a lottery. It's a shame that we lost the penalties, but we could have put the game to bed before that, though.
Did it get any easier losing penalty shooting?
Sometimes it's good to get those kind of things out of the way and just get on with the season. But it was, penalties are a lottery. It's a lottery.
So you worked so hard to get here. I know you've talked about this at length before. Just talk to us a little bit about the journey you've had to get to management, to stand on that touchline for the first time tonight as a manager, the the job applications, all of that.
Yeah, obviously, you got to keep on knocking on the door. Yes, I had more than a few kind of applications. But you have to keep on knocking on the door and visiting other clubs and seeing how they work. And I think for me, that's what it's all about. Talking to other managers, seeing how they structure things. I think the England thing for me going away with Under-21s was great. So sometimes you just got to keep on knocking on the door. You can get to a situation that you feel that is it going to happen, or when is it going to happen? And I'm honoured and I'm relishing the challenge that is in front of me, and I don't mind challenges. And as long as the players see I'm in there, I'm going to get my hands dirty. Hopefully they'll respond to that and say he's in there as well, because we want to stay up, we want to push up the league, and we're more than capable of doing that. We just got to be focused and keep on, as I said, cup finals every weekend.
And just a final one from me. We talked briefly about your kind of playing attributes, I suppose. What other elements of your playing career do you want to translate across to management, do you feel?
I think seizing the moments, really. When that opportunity comes on the pitch, really go for it. So, as I said before, some of the guys had really, really good opportunities to kind of put the game to bed, or at least make it difficult for Newcastle. And that's what I want, to play good football and at the right time really go for it and have that killer instinct in front of goal to make it happen.
What was it like having been back on Tyneside and having your managerial debut here at St James's Park?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how all those kind of things kind of link together, synergy or serendipity or whatever. But it's even one before. My full debut for Tottenham was here. We won 1-0 back in the days when I was 18 years old. So it's amazing how those kind of things kind of all link together and knit together. So, it started, and just got to get on with it now and keep on working. And the team is responding. That's the main thing. And we just, as I said before, it's all cup finals now. We've really got to focus. But it's always nice coming to St James's Park. Fantastic pitch. Obviously, the atmosphere is amazing when it's full. So, and that's usually all the time. So great.
Last couple now, please.
What did you say to them at half time?
I mean, at half time, I said, really, we had fantastic chances, and one of those chances is we're going to get that opportunity again, and keep on probing. That's the main thing, and keep on playing the right way, in the right areas. And I said, we just got to kind of really be focused on that kind of last third. So when that opportunity does come, let's really make it count. And in the end, our perseverance really kind of worked out for us, and we got a duly deserved goal, but we just couldn't really finish it off. And when it comes to penalties, I said before, it's not a lottery, but sometimes it does happen that way. And Newcastle won, and we lost, and we missed one penalty. But for me, the positives is the guys played really well and played some good football as well.
Last one at the back. Thank you.
So when a manager who's had such a distinguished playing career as you have takes a job at a lower level, people always talk about the culture shock. How will you deal with that?
It's not a culture shock for me at all, really. I like this, this football. I get this football. I think you still can play good football down in League Two. I think that's the way forward, really. As I said before, it's all about playing football at the right moments, in the right areas. If it needs to go row Z, it needs to go row Z. But if it needs to get down and look up and play, that's what it's what you play, what you see, and that's what I want my players to be: savvy on the pitch, really kind of hungry all over the pitch as well. Second balls, but then when they've got time, play and look for that kind of opening pass, thread it through to centre forward, and that's what it's all about. And and set plays as well. You've got to be switched on as well. So all those kind of things, it's not a culture shock to me. You can still play football in League Two and win games.
And just very finally, because you haven't asked one, so
What did you make Newcastle's youngsters?
I think the Newcastle youngsters, they're really good. Obviously, their careers are kind of on the up. They've got the top side, top club. They've got everything going for them. Yeah, they're really good. For us, we played extremely well against them. Obviously, they want to play football. We want to stop them playing football, and we want to play football. So it was a nice kind of chess game going on as well. Obviously their touch is great. I think obviously the last third they were slightly lacking in areas, but generally they're top players, and that's why they're at Newcastle, huge club, massive club around the world.
brilliant. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.